Friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So today in this video, I'm going to attend very important question. That dilemma that is faced by a lot of students attending INICET. That how many questions to attempt, because INICET has negative marking. So it's always a dilemma for a student to get the maximum benefit and to avoid negative marking. Which questions to attempt and which questions to skip. So let's talk about this. So first of all, the student, you all must be aware of the marking scheme that we have 200 questions, and in 200 questions we have to finish in 180 minutes. These are objective type of questions. They might have a single correct choice or multiple correct choice. Correct answer will fetch you 1 mark. Negative mark, if you do it wrong, one third will be deducted. What is important is if you put a question for review, you will not get any mark. Now resolution of tie cases. See, it is very important to you should be at the top whenever there is a tie. So the student who has a less negative mark will be put in a higher group, or if that is also the same, then the candidate who is older by age will receive the benefit. So that we should be aware of these things whenever we attend any exam. Now I don't want to waste the time of lot of students, so the students who are preparing well and who have seen my previous videos and who believe in my methods, I'll tell you simple thing. Just remember these numbers and you can exit this video to save time. Who needs more explanation that why certain number of question should be attempted, they can follow the video further. So first is, what is the minimum number of question to attempt. So what is the established opinion and what I recommend is 175 to 185 is a very good attempt. Why I'm saying so, because what we have seen in recent years that INI is also, there are a lot of tough questions are being asked. It is the standard of questions have quite increased. What we know that most of the toppers they attempt 190, but why I'm not like blindly suggesting more than 190, because the questions, the pattern has definitely has been a little bit harder. But still, having said that, even if you are someone who are trying to get rank below 200, try to attempt more than 185. So basically you should do a educated and logical, and we call it like intelligent guesses. You try to think and then attempt. But if there are some questions about genes like new drugs, you have no absolute idea, you can definitely skip those. Now if you want someone like rank 200 to 1000, now you'll say, sir, why anybody would want this rank? But there are some students who just want like don't want their to ruin their rank, and they want to play safe. Then definitely 170 to 185 is a range, but that will be risky. That if you are eyeing a better rank, then you should attend more questions. But in any case, do not attempt less than 170. Less than 170 will not give you the kind of rank you want. Definitely you should attend, the range is 175 to 185. So why I'm saying this, so I'll tell you about first the rule of probability. So like we know the marking is in our favor, because plus you getting one correct mark for one correct answer, but only one third mark is deducted for negative answer. So the chances of having right, if you attend four questions, so chances of getting right, I mean the chance of getting a one question right is 25%. That is your probability. So if you guess answer of four questions, and even if you get one right out of this, so you will not lose your baseline score, because the marking is in our favor. Now what happens, what are the things that we should be keeping in mind? Now some students say, sir, why not to mark confirmed answer? Because a lot of students say, sir, I was like I got 130 correct in a grand test, so I'm thinking about if I would have marked only 130, I would have not got affected by negative marks. But I'll tell you what happens. The clinical, especially for INI, the answer which you think you have marked right will not be 100% right. The clinical scenario especially that can have two answers, because what examiner have said. Also the reference material can vary. What I mean is, for example, there was a question, there was a I'll just give you one example. So there was a question whose answer was T8 to T12 level of vertebra, but the option C was T8 to T10 and option D was T10 to T12. Now you'll see, sir, both are correct. So you want to see what is the reference of the examiner, whether he has taken this reference or this reference. So if you mark this answer, maybe examiner has taken this, so you think that this is the right answer, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes we misread the question and misinterpretation. There was a question which said, okay, what is the percentage weight gain for a child at 1 year of age? So we know that at 1 year the child's age is the suppose weight is x. So at 1 year, I mean at birth, so at 1 year it triples, so it becomes 3x. But they asked what is the gain. So gain is 200%. but a lot of students mark them as a 300% because it is tripled, but the child's weight was not zero at age, na? It was not zero, there was some weight, it was 1x, so it was increased by 200%. So sometimes we misread the question and we think that we have marked the correct question, but we are not sure. Also there can be some recall errors and confusion, and also you should know the number of questions that your competitors are going to attempt, because there is no certain number of questions that you are, or marks that are going to fetch you a seat. If you do your better than your competitors, even if your score are low, you'll get the seat. See, a lot of students think that toppers get lot of right questions and topper get very good marks, because what happens in aims and other exam, you only get percentile, you don't get to know how many toppers attempted and how many they got right. But I'll give you one example for INI. I have, as I have said, in INI as well, the toppers get around 130 marks. Well, I mean, not 130, 140 to 150 is what toppers get, and sometimes 160 if they're if the paper is easier. But usually is 150, 155 is what rank one get. So I'll show you one example. So there is one institute, that is JIPMER. So JIPMER used to give a detailed result. So this is 2019 PG entrance result of JIPMER. So what you will see, look at rank 1. He attempted 226 questions, out of which he got 134 correct. He got 92 negative responses. So look at him. He did not, he, and if you see, his accuracy was 59.2. So he did not know 100 questions approximately. Look at rank 2. He did 104 wrong, 98 wrong. Look at the top rankers, 82 rank, 115 wrong, 106 wrong, 115. So do you see that they were not scared of negative markings, but they knew that everyone else is going to attempt more, and that is the reason they were not scared of. And even if he got 134 right, that does not mean he knew all 134. Maybe he knew 100, let's say 15 to 120. Remaining 14 maybe he got just by guessing, by intelligent guessing, and they all got so many negative responses. So you have to see what other people are going to attempt. If you're going to attempt less, like if you think you are going to attempt 150, 160 because there is a negative marking, and a lot of students, and this is not just one slide, I'll show you the whole, most of the rank list. See, you'll see most of the students, they attempt more than 200. There are only few who take a chance by attempting less, like here you can see 184. Otherwise everybody has attempted more than 210, more than 200 questions out of 250. But here, and as you can see in all the slides, the uh, just a moment. So as you can see in all the questions, the amount of questions that the student have attempted is also not very great. So you have to go for the kind of question that you are getting. You can also see the accuracy. If you see the accuracy, that is less than 50%. Like you can see in the previous slides also, the accuracy is here 59%, 62%, 53%, 54%. Though accuracy is also less. So don't think that rank 1 will get like 80-90% of the questions right. So you have to, that is the why I'm giving so much of explanation, because that is why you need to attempt more. Now there are a few things I would like you to remember, like what you should know. See, INICET is 50% of the preparation and 50% how you attempt exam. Lot of questions will appear alien to you. Lot of question you will see that I have not seen them or not heard them in life. But here you have to use your brain. You have to give the most logical answer. You have to think. Sometimes the question appears very simple, but there is always some, there is some twist in it. So read your questions carefully. Don't overthink, but you have to read your question well. You have to apply all the knowledge. So you have to stay calm. Try to attempt more than 185, as I said. Even if you can rule out one option, attempt that question. See what you say, like you have four options, but when you rule out one option clearly, now you have to just select between three. So your percentage of getting that question right increases. So definitely do that. Always see what's more common and more logical. As I said, that don't go for the rare cause. If you know what happens sometimes, option 1, 2, 3, 4. So option 4 appears very attractive sometimes, because they will give some syndrome which you have never heard in your life. So you feel like that might be the answer because this is the INI paper, but that's not the case. You should be very careful attempting such kind of questions. And don't be disheartened if you questions trouble you. We have 200 questions in total. See, even if you don't get a good initially what happens, if you get very difficult question initially, 10 questions very difficult, don't give up, don't dishearten. You have 200 questions, and you can see from the results of JIPMER which I showed you, that even toppers do a lot of mistakes. So what you have to do, you have to get into that range. Lastly, your NEET PG exam is just following. It is coming in the 21st of May. So even if you get a good chance, the students who will take some seat through the NEET PG counseling, so you stand a chance. If you give yourself a good standing, good score, then definitely you stand a chance to get a good seat. So try to attempt more than 185 questions. That's what I want to say. So guys, I wish you all the best. The exam is just on the corner. So stay calm, stay focused, and you never know what will happen. So give your best. It's not like I just want to again show you the same slide about this chipper. So don't think that toppers do lot of correct answers and they do a lot of they don't do any negative marking, so they don't get any questions wrong. This paper is going to be like this only. So don't be disheartened if such things happen. So I wish you all the best and take care.